What is up, guys? Welcome back to another poker vlog. I'm stopped right now at a gas station. I'm up here playing some poker at Murphy's, or I guess it's Harrahs Murphy Cherokee River Casino is the name of it. I'll throw it up somewhere around here. But yeah, I'm excited to play. I'm up here with my buddy Brandon, and we're just letting him get some food. Gonna play some 1-3. And I came here last weekend, and I'm going to go over some of those hands. And I'm also going to go over some hands from the day, and so it should be pretty fun. Been running really, really good. I'm up a lot in the last few months. Not a lot for a lot of people, but it's a lot for me, you know. Not making hundreds of thousands, but making some decent. So I'll probably throw that up somewhere, maybe. Also, really cool news underneath here, because it's very cold. Right now in my car, I got a shirt from these guys that are making a really, really awesome shirt company. The name of it is Sunrun Poker, I believe. Let me take a look at it. But they are doing a great job with that. It's some really cool dudes. Yeah, Sunrun Apparel. I'll throw up a picture of either me in the shirt or the shirt right here or right there. Check it out. They said they might give me a code, so hopefully they do. And if they do, use my code. That'd be awesome. Help out your boy. But anyways, please like, subscribe, comment, and enjoy the video. What is up, guys? So first hand of the video, pocket queens, and you're gonna see I got very lucky in this specific day because I ended up getting pocket queens like 3 times, which was crazy. But yeah, there's going to be a raise to an all-in for about $21 from the player who is in the cutoff, and I'm on the button, so of course I'm going to put in a raise. I ended up putting a raise to 60, which folds everybody out. So the pot's going to be $47, and he's got Jack 8 suited. I've got pocket queens, so we got him in pretty bad shape, and especially when, you know, the cards come out. He had a little bit of hope on the turn, but thankfully we hold. So yeah, pocket queens is going to get it right here. So we win a nice little $47 pot to start the session, which is always good to start with a win. I think that if you can start your session with a win and just get some confidence, they'll end up helping you get some momentum, and you'll end up doing well. Because I ended up not doing that my last time that I played, but not bad. Moving on to the next hand. All right, guys, so not a super crazy hand, but I ended up getting pocket queens probably about an orbit later. My buddy Brandon, he's playing, and he ended up raising $15. he was under the gun, and I was in the small blind, so he raised to $15. I'm like, okay, so action, there's one call, and then action's gonna fold to me, and of course I'm gonna put in a raise to 45. And he thinks about it, and I know that we just had hung out. Maybe I raised to 35, actually. I think it was raised 35, but still, nice little chunky bet. Nice little chunky raise. He ends up re-raising for big, like 115, and I fold, and thankfully I did, because yes, sure enough, he had pocket aces. So yeah, true friends raise when they know they're way ahead. But yeah, he had pocket aces, and I had thought about calling, but I'm glad I didn't. All right, guys, so a little bit of a crazy hand. I have pocket queens. I raised to $15, and for this hand, the main opponent's going to be an older gentleman who is, I thought, an old man coffee, which is someone who doesn't really play a lot unless they have great hands. But anyways, so what happened was I raised 15. I had someone raise me to 45. I call, and so does the old man. So yes, we're going to get down to a $139 pot, and the flop was 8-9 jack, 2 spades. This is gross, but I think I'm ahead, so I end up putting out a bet of $50, and I get one call. So he calls for 239. I'm nervous about this hand. I check, and immediately he bets for another 50. So I'm thinking about it, and he could have stayed for a flush. He could be repping a straight. I end up going all in, and he shows Queen Jack. So the pot is 550, and you may be wondering why I came to this decision. I just didn't think. I thought I had plenty of outs, and I ended up being very lucky. He had top pair, and the river was the 7 of diamonds. I ended up winning, so I won a nice big pot. It was awesome, about $550 total pot. So good to get a win here. It was crazy hands. What a thrill. All right, guys, so this is my last notable hand from this session. I have ace 8 of clubs. So I think with any suited ace, you definitely can raise. I'm in the small blind, and Action's going to fold to a player who's under the gun. He raises for 15, and I think I make a mistake here. I don't 3-bet him, but I decide just to call with my suited ace. Not a great one, but immediately kicking myself when the flop comes 8-8-5, 2 diamonds. It's absolutely smashing my range. I check. So he's going to put out a continuation bet, as he should, because this should never, hit my range and never really hit me unless I specifically have my hand. But he puts out a bet of $25, and I make the call. I think that was a mistake. I probably should have raised there, but I make the call. So the pot's going to be $84, and the turn is beautiful. It's the ace of diamonds. That's why I'm kicking myself, because I have this board pretty much locked up. He checks, and I'm going to check here because I don't think I'm going to get anything worse to call. I'm hoping that he thinks that I'm just, staying with maybe like an ace or maybe like pocket 10s or jacks or something. I'm hoping that he has an ace as well. But the river is going to come in the 4 of clubs. So there's a lot of stuff that really beats him. There's a possible straight. There's 2 possible straights, flushes, full houses. He checks to me. I put out a bet of $25, hoping he will make a speculative call. He talks. I don't know what he has. He talks for just a second, but he ends up folding. And I end up winning that hand. All right, guys. So starting off the weekend after, and sure enough, I get pocket queens, which is crazy. I get pocket queens. My typical standard opening raise with anything is going to be about 15. So I make a raise to $15. And this is a tough table. I end up getting 2 calls, which I really don't like. But the flop, it's not bad. It's terrible. 9, 10, 3, 3 clubs. And, I mean, what I'm thinking is there probably is no pair I'm going against, maybe a 10. Most likely a 10. I'm going to do a continuation bet, though. And the bet size I choose was $20, and I get 2 calls. So, 6 of spades comes, which it doesn't improve any single club hands. And it's an undercard, so I'm not feeling too scared here, but I check. Players check through, action checks through, and the river is the 9 of diamonds, board pairs. Ugh. I don't like the spot I'm in, but I should be putting out a continuation bet because theoretically, I guess second pair beats me now, but it could be a flush draw. I end up checking. Action is going to check, and it's coming down to the 0 button player. And he looks like he's a solid player, maybe even a pro. He checks behind, and I am good. All right, guys, so the last hand I'm going to cover came from last week. It was on a Wednesday. It was a little poker tournament put on by Game Theory, Firefly, RF Poker, all 3 of the above. Firefly is the restaurant. That's the location. But anyways, I ran pretty hot. I have pocket 3s. I'm going to limp for 1,000. And we're going to get down to about 6 players, maybe 5 players to a flop. And with pocket 3s, for me, it's 3 or bust. I'm not going to stay around here, so we're going to get down to 6 players to a flop. Most likely going to fold to any aggression, considering that I have the second lowest pair possible. That's until the flop comes interesting. 4, deuce 4 with a heart draw. So immediately, I don't think anyone really connects with this board. Ash bets for 2,000. I'm going to call, and I think it's because a 4 on this board is going to most likely check. I know there's a flush draw, but most likely they're going to check. Player behind me calls, so I'm a little bit nervous about that, but immediately I put her on a flush draw, and then 2 players are going to, or 3 players are going to fold. So what I'm thinking is I'm going against 2 overs and then a flush draw. And the turn is the jack of clubs. And this might hit his range, but just my read in the moment was that he did not hit it. He makes a half pot size bet for 6,000. I'm thinking I don't have a lot behind at this point. If I call, I don't even have enough for a pot size bet. So I'm thinking I'm already in too deep, too pot committed. So I look at the dealer and I say, all in. And you're going to see me put the stack in. I go all in. And I don't feel good when the player behind me immediately snap calls. But anyways, you're about to see the run out. If you've been this far, please like, subscribe, comment. I love you guys very much. And let's hope we get a win for the good guys.